We are about to start our stream. We're going to continue with our work where we left yesterday. Am I audible enough? And am I audible enough? Hello, am I audible enough? Okay, let's start. We're going to continue with where we left. Okay, mainstream. Okay. Now, sorting and filtering in Excel. Hello? And filtering in Excel. That's what we are going to do today. What is sorting? What is filtering? Today I see that people are very late in class. I tell you guys, this thing I'm volunteered. You should also do the same. Push yourself, and we learn. So it's only 2 hours or 1 hour and 30 minutes. So 2 hours class. It will be only for 5 months. So you have to push yourself. Be there every time with your pen and laptop. Then we're gonna start. So I will give you around 3 minutes. Then if someone joins, I'm gonna start the stream immediately. So right now it's 10:05. So people are 5 minutes late. Okay. Okay, let's continue. You guys can watch the stream back. Anyone is late, you can watch the stream back. Oh, and yesterday I got a copyright because of the song. I don't want to mention it, and I got a copyright. Yep, can you imagine that? Okay, sorting and filtering in Excel. Sorting and filtering are foundational tools in Excel that allows you to organize, analyze, and extract meaningful insight from your data. So this one will help you in doing cleaning, arranging your data set in order. That is what basically sorting and filtering in Excel. Before we go on, guys, I want to remind you that this is the last lesson. This is the last lesson of Excel, and next time we meet, we are going to do a full project. So I want you guys all to be there. So in that, in the next lesson, we'll be doing a full project, starting from cleaning the data set to creating a dashboard. So make sure you're there. So that will be a real world experience. So I encourage everyone to be there. So if you are there, also make sure you have your tools with you. When I say tools, I mean your laptop, your book, and pens. So we are about to start this video. So next time we're gonna meet is tomorrow 10 a.m. And I said every day I'll be streaming from 10 a.m. East African time zone. Make sure you are there. Don't miss out. This is an opportunity for you and me. And make sure you are there with your tools. I said we are going to cover an Excel, Power BI, SQL. If you are new to this channel, we are on day 4. Day 1 was about introduction, so make sure you cover up and do as quick as possible. And if you haven't reached very far right now, make sure you can catch up as soon as possible, so that we go together. I don't want to leave anyone behind. And to be honest, you guys, I'm doing this for free. Make sure you're there on time. Let's encourage each other to do or to push each other. All right. Okay, let me begin with sorting and filtering in Excel. Sorting and filtering are foundational tools in Excel that allows you to organize, analyze, and extract meaningful insight from your data. Sorting data A to Z, Z to A, and by color. Sorting rearranges your data based on the value in one more or more column. So you can sort alphabetically A to Z or Z to A. Okay, this one means that sorting will help you arrange your data uh, from smallest to the largest, so it helps you organize, right, either in ascending or descending. So that is what in SQL we use ascending and or descending. So and in that is it is in order by, but in Excel we talk about sorting data. So sorting data arranges your data from either ascending or descending. Okay, and even by cell color, font color, or icon. All right, this one has a lot of stars. All right, for example, to sort employees by month salary from highest to lowest. So you want to sort employees by monthly salary. So and if you want to check, this is very important aspect in Excel because of some reasons. One of the reasons is that if you are told to if the company wants to give bonuses to the employers, they first actually check the salary of the employees. I said employers by mistake, so it is employees. So when they want to give bonuses, so first they check the salary. If your salary is very high, then they might give you reasonable bonuses. So they cannot give you a lot of money added on top of what you are getting. So let's continue from here. Okay, let's check this now. This is how they this one is the instructions given, so you follow this instruction for you to sort the data. All right, first you are told to select your data set, so that one you just press Control A. So you just go to anywhere in Excel, then press Control A, go to the data tab. So on the ribbon, so you have to go to the data tab on the ribbon, click sort, choose the monthly salary column from largest as the orders, and click OK. Alright, choose monthly salary column, okay, from smallest to the largest. Now let's go and do this. Okay, let's go to Excel and do that. So my data set is it's very clean, so but we are going to write our own month salary, right? Column, we should have a month salary column. Then Okay, so if you see something like this where you can't even click the auto fit column and some of the others, so just don't panic. Just go to where the next icon where you can add a sheet. Just add a new sheet. It is not clicking today. And all right, now I hope right now it will work. Okay, formatting, that's how you do it. You see now it's working out of it column. So if you see when you want when you can't able to click this thing, then you don't even have to panic. Just go and add a new sheet, then go back to your original sheet. Now you'll be able to click these tabs. Now I want to auto fit column, and this one we talked about last lesson. So once you click this, so your monthly salary will automatically fit in the cell. All right, now let's talk about names of the employees. Now names, maybe let's talk about department. Okay, department. So I study fit. All right, now the other day we said that we should bold our headers. That is one of the rules in Excel. So the first row we use to write headers, all right, the titles, that is what we use for the first row. Okay, now let's go and bold these headers. Let's go here, bold. Okay, that is it. Please explain. Okay, I will explain that. But today's lesson, I think you're on day 3. Okay, we'll reach there soon. Don't worry. Okay. Now I think we put our bold here. Now once you look your headers, now it's bolded, right? Now under the monthly salary, okay, there's a spelling error here. Okay, under monthly salary, let's put the monthly salary. Let's say this person earns 3,000. He earns $3,000 per month. Okay, let's say the other one earns $6,000 per month. This one earns maybe 2,000. Okay, 2,000. And another one earns maybe 3,500. Okay. All right. Now let's begin. Name John. Mike. Let's say Alice. Okay. Another name. Maybe Paul. Okay. Department, let's say. Then let's say this one. Now what we want to do is sort. So we want to sort this monthly salary from the highest to the lowest. So who is the highest here? Is Mike. So I want them to arrange according to the salary from the highest to the lowest. Okay, now let me show you something. First, we were told in our instructions, we were told to select the whole data set. First, you just go to anywhere in your data set, just click any cell, then Control A on your keyboards. There we go, you have selected your data set. Okay, then we were told to go to data. Inside our data tab in the ribbon, then go to the sort by. Now the cell value, okay, so we have the columns that we want to sort by. So I said we want to sort by monthly salary. Okay, the cell value. Alright, so if you want to put colors, you can also do that, but for now let's just leave it that way. Now we have from A to Z, but monthly salary is not alphabetical. Okay, so this is a number, so a numeric, so we can't sort by A to Z. This is if the monthly salary contains names. Okay, you can do that if it is names, but monthly salary is a number. This is a salary, so it's a number. So just go to the customers list. Now okay, so I think they have to show something here. There's something wrong with this data. Okay, boom, it's just the same thing, even if it is. So it depends on your Excel. So the Excel I'm using is 2016. So if you're using a new Excel, maybe it will show you the from highest to the lowest. So for A to Z, it is for alphabetical names, but it does the same thing. Okay, if you don't see it, so you don't even have to worry, use just A to Z. Okay, let's go back to our notes. Okay, now let's continue from where we left. This immediately arranges your data so that the highest earner appears at the top, making it easy to identify the seller. So yes, we saw that. Okay, so this basically talks about what we have just done. Okay, so we have practice question. So maybe I'll send it to that chat. Okay, you guys can do it in your free time, so you can send it to me when you're done. Okay, once you're done, you can send it to me. You can do it during your free time. Okay, let me send. You can do it during your free time. Okay, let's continue. Custom sort, multiple level sorting. So what we have just done is sorting only based on one column. If you want to sort depending on if you want to sort on multiple multiple columns, meaning that you want to sort by many columns. In the sort dialog box, click add level. First choose department to sort A to Z. Okay. Okay, let's continue. Select the data tab, click sort. Okay. Then in the sorting dialog box, click add level. Okay. Click sort, add level. First choose department. Okay, A to Z. Then add another level, monthly salary, and choose largest to smallest. Okay, so there should be, as you can see in my notes, from largest to smallest, this is a number. Okay, choose it from largest to smallest. So if your Excel is updated, it will probably show you from largest to smallest. Okay, for numbers. So we were told to sort multiple level sorting, so we have to set the entire data set as we said, Control A, then go to the data tab and click sort. In the sort, click add level. All right, add level, then choose department A to Z. Then okay, let's do it. Okay, make sure tomorrow you're there, guys. We are going to answer, you're going to have question and answer. We are also going to do a project, so tomorrow is a very important day for you all. Okay, now let me just go to Excel, and we are supposed to sort by this. Okay, Control A. Now departments. So we were told to go to our data, sort by now, and we have add levels. Okay, add levels. First, we are told to sort by departments, order from A to Z. Okay, from Z to M, or from A to Z. Then we are told to sort by monthly salary. After we have sorted by department, then we go to monthly salary. This is numeric, so it should show from largest to smallest. But this one doesn't show that. I don't know why though. So you guys can help me out if there is any okay, from largest to smallest. Okay, now let's enter and see. Boom, finance. So finance, this one in alphabetical order, it's at the top. F starts with F, so it's at the top, then followed by H, which is health department. Okay, let's go back to our notes and see that. Okay, let's begin. Now your data is organized by departments, and within each department, the highest paid employee appears first. Okay. um, you have to select your entire data set, as you said, when you are sorting by multiple level sorting. Then you add level. So if you want to choose department and monthly salary, you do so as this instruction says. Okay, this one is a real world example, custom sorting in HR. You don't even have to know, it's just the same thing. Okay, practice questions with this. Basic filtering. Filtering allows you to temporarily hide rows that do not match specific criteria, right? This is especially useful when you want to view a subset of data, such as employee in one department, those who receive bonuses, or those working remotely. Basic filtering is quick and powerful for HR teams feeding targeted views of their data. To filter, select your data set including the headers. Right, data tab, click filter, and then small drop down arrow appears in the header row. Okay, this one is now is the instructions when you're doing filtering. Okay, and you select a data set as you said, so you just go to anywhere in your cell, control A, then go to the data tab, click filter, small drop down arrow appears in the header. Alright, and click the arrow on the column that you want to filter and check all and check the departments you want to view. Alright, so this one is how it looks like. Okay, let's continue. Go back to our Excel. Guys, tomorrow is a big day, so don't miss out. So tomorrow 10 a.m. East African time zone, don't miss out. Okay, now you are trying to filter. Okay, so now select your data set. Okay, now go to filter, where we have salt and filter close to that salt. Okay, now now you see, once I've selected that, there's a small drop down at the column headers, right, as instructed. If you want to uncheck the blanks, you can do so. There's no blank, you see. This is very good. This is good. This is good. If you want to make it more aesthetic, so you can just put here, then select the data set, go to where insert is, then select table. So now check my header. This is more aesthetic. Okay, you have to insert a table. Anyways, if you insert a table, you don't even have to filter by you don't even have to choose filter. Okay, let me show you what I mean by this. Okay, let's say now we cannot filter because we don't have those arrows. Alright, drop down at the headers. Now if you just select the whole data set, then go to insert, then put a table, check my headers. As you can see now, we have a drop down here, so you can sort by the way you want it. Okay, alright, as you can see, names A to Z, Z to A. You can uncheck the names you want, select all. Now if you uncheck all and see, you can't. Okay, let's just keep one name. As you can see that maybe we want to check maybe we want our employer wants the one with the highest salary, that is Mike. And you will uncheck all, then choose Mike. Boom, here we go. In the finance department we have all his details, maybe even another headers. There's where email is written, phone number is written, places here where he lives, so all the details we can get in that way. But in our notes, so we are talking about something else. Okay, it's just the same thing. They want us to sort by filtering. That will come there, but not now. Okay, so I will tell you why and the difference between the two, and why a table is more effective than this. Okay, you'll see that on, but don't worry. Okay, we have a lot of time to revise what we learn. We will have a lot of time. I will make sure all of you, when we finish this program, I will make sure each of you will get a good skill, and you'll be experts. You'll know what you're gonna do with that skill. So I'll also teach you how to apply jobs, those stuffs. So I'll teach you everything, so you don't even have to worry about that, guys. Just be in class, have the tools with you before the class begins. Make sure you are there 5 to 3 minutes before the class begins. Okay, now let's continue from there. So our instructions are saying you have to select all, and let's keep one. Right, here we go. HR, we have 2. So boom, here we go. All right, so if you want to remove these filters, you can just go and click where it is written clear filter, near the filter, right? Just click there, then there we go, our filter is no longer there. Now if you want to remove these drop downs, just go to where filter is, just press it. There we go, they're not there. You can just press them if you want. Okay, just control A, then filter if you want to go back. Okay, then let's go back to our notes and see where we can continue. So that was basically talking about filtering, right? Filtering temporary, where you want to uncheck some of the departments. Let's say you want to check for HR, you can do that way, or you can just click. You can insert a table, then uncheck what things that you don't need. Okay. Real world examples of basic filtering in HR. Right, filter the full name column, only yes. Okay, to view full time stuffs. So there's a lot of things you can do with this filtering, so it is not limited to this. Okay, these are the questions. Filter the data set to show only employees in the IT department. Okay, you can do during your free time these questions. So I'll send you the data set, so you don't even have to worry that. But make sure you have these questions with you. Let me just send it to you guys. Okay, let me send it to you. Okay, just do that. Okay. I'm not able to send all the informations because the chat is limited, right? So some of the informations are missing, so you have to understand that. Okay. All right. Let's go back. If you want these notes, you can just comment down yes, and then I will send it to you. Don't know how I'm gonna send. Maybe through email, or I'm going to create a Telegram channel. Then I'll be sending you notes, books, all those stuffs. Okay. Right. These are questions. Think where are we? All right, we have done these stuffs. Okay. And all right, so now here we are, filtering by multiple criteria and or logic. You remember the logical function we talked about yesterday? Okay, here we are, we have another one again. When filtering by multiple criteria in Excel, you can apply both and or logic using filters. And logic must meet all the conditions. So we talked about yesterday that. So, and it has to meet two conditions for it to be eligible, alright? Shows full-time employees and those who earn more than $100,000, okay? Use multiple column filters, one full-time and one for monthly salary. Or logic meets either of the conditions. Right. Show employees from IT or finance department. So this is the same thing we did yesterday. It has nothing has changed, to be honest. So if you have a problem with it, you can check the stream yesterday. So the AND function, if function, and the logical function. So these notes, they have just repeated what we just learned yesterday. Okay. If you want to filter by the logical functions, you can do that. Okay. Let's go back to what we said. We talked about sorting data, that is from the smallest to the largest. We also talked about sorting, multiple sorting, okay, where you add levels, okay. We also talked about basic filtering, where you want to filter and hide unnecessary stuffs, or you want to keep what you want to see in that data set, okay. So this is the real world. I said it's not limited to this, so you can use filtering in many ways. Okay, these logical functions we've done, as I said, nothing has changed. It's just the same as we did yesterday. Okay, conditional formatting. Now this is where I want us to go now. This one is very important, and this one is very important because when you're working as a data analyst, you'll be using this most of the time, because you need to highlight stuffs, you need to show the important things, because you will meet people who don't understand completely what you're doing. You need to break them down. You need to break down for them to understand each word. So how do you do that? So you do that by conditional formatting, okay? Okay. Conditional formatting is one of the Excel's most powerful features. It allows you to visually enhance your spreadsheet by automatically changing appearance of cells based on their values or logical conditions. This is especially useful in large HR datasets, where key insights like performance, low feedback scores, or high bonuses might otherwise get buried in rows of numbers. With conditional formatting, you can flag underperformance, highlighting outstanding, or make dashboards more interactive and informative. So whether you are preparing a leadership report or reviewing department-wide performance, this feature allows you to see patterns and outliers at a glance. So this one is very important. If you don't know how to use this filtering, sorting by, it's not must. That thing, okay, you can, it is very important, but it's not as important as conditional formatting. Okay, this feature allows you to see patterns and outliers at a glance. Okay, let's follow these rules, then we can see, so that we learn how to do this. Highlight cell rules greater than or less than text contains. So the rules applying formatting. This one is you have to use some formulas. Okay, if formulas, that is why it's one of the most important aspects. So let's continue and see this. These rules applies formatting, color, fill, bold text, borders, okay, based on specific numeric or text. Okay, how to apply? Select the data range. So for performance, just go there and select the column. So performance score is in column I. So and the data sets runs 88 rows. Okay, I2 to I888. All right. Go to home, then go to conditional formatting. Highlight cells rules. Okay. Choose greater than or less than for numeric thresholds. Okay. Now text that contains for string-based matches. Enter your conditions. Choose a formatting style. Okay. Now we can do with our dataset, I think. Okay, let's go. So let's see in our dataset. All right, let's do it experimentally. You are told to select the dataset, the column we want. So I want us to use conditional formatting on this column. How do we do that? Okay, first you are told to select a column. Right. Okay, let's go to conditional formatting and highlight cells. Right, so now this one is for text, right, because finance is a text. Right. But if you are talking about numerics such as monthly salary, we are going to use this. Right, text that contains, then you all right, you write on the text that you want us to highlight. Okay, let's say finance. Now let's make it red. Okay, finance red. You can see our finance is red in color. Okay, let's make health blue, then HR yellow. Health blue and HR yellow. Let's go back to your formatting, then select text that contains, then health. Right, so now health, choose blue. So if you can see the colors that you want here, just go to custom formatting. All right, so now there you can choose colors. What's wrong with my, actually there's a lot of wrong with my Excel. It's new completely. Okay, blue and blue. All right, let's use blue. Okay, Alright, here we go. So health is blue in color. HR, we said we are going to make it yellow. Text that contains, okay, HR, right, and yellow, right, boom, there you go. Okay, I didn't want this way, there, I didn't want that way, okay. Go to color and let's select, why did you select department? Okay, I think as long as you have understood what I'm doing, it is okay. Alright, we have selected these departments, the color we want. So this is what conditional formatting is. So when we're dealing with numbers, let's do numbers now and see how it works. Okay, let's say greater than maybe $3,000, greater than 3,000, is red. Okay, as you can see, so those that are greater than 3,000, these are 3,500 and 6,500. So it should not highlight monthly salary, but I was just in a hurry. Okay, so 6,000 and 3,500, that is how you do it. You can also use this less than or between, equals to, so you can use all these features to do the same thing. Okay, this is a very important task because you'll be using most of the time conditional formatting, because when you have a large data set and let's say the whole data set is black and white, then you won't able to highlight what is needed. Okay, this one is for easy visibility. Okay, now let's go back to our notes. Let's go back to our notes. Hey. I'm sorry guys, oh my days. I'm sorry about that, man. Guys, you should remind me, sorry for that. Oh my days. So you guys were actually, oh my days, I'm sorry about that. Okay, this is what I have done about conditional formatting. Okay, you select the column you want, go back to conditional formatting, then for the text that contains, so department, we have department. Okay, let's say finance. Now for monthly salary, so when it comes to numbers, things are different. Okay, so when it comes to numbers, what you do is go to greater, less than, between, equals. So right, we are going to use these tabs. We are going to use these tabs. So let's, for example, this is what I used for greater than 3,000 light red. That is what I used. Okay, no, that's not that. Be done. Okay, let's say greater than 3,500. Okay, as you can see here, what I did was I just went to conditional formatting, greater than, let's say 4,000. dollars. Let's say green. So greater than 4,000 only one, right? There we go, $6,000. Okay, that is what we have done. Okay, so let me do a recap of what we have done. I'm sorry that, guys, if I'm not sharing my screen, just tell me, hey, you're not sharing your screen, because I have to switch. Okay, that is why I keep forgetting. I'm not a streamer, by the way. So you guys can just remind me. Okay, I think I'll be used to this. Today is day 4, I think day 4, right? So I keep forgetting that, so make sure you, I also keep forgetting to look at my screen. Okay, so I am sorry for that. Okay. If I'm not sharing a screen and then you see that I'm talking something, doing something, then just say, hey, you're not sharing your screen. Maybe I'll see it. Right? So let's do a recap of what we did. We said that you just go here. Then if it's about text, this is finance. Finance is a text, okay? Departments, these are written in the contain characters. So this is a text. So for text, you just go to text that contain, then you write what you want, okay? That is it. Now we can go back to our notes. So let's go back to our notes and see. Make sure you don't miss tomorrow's video. Um, okay. How to apply. Okay, we have done this. So let's continue. Let's continue. We have done this. Make sure you inform me if I'm not sharing my screen properly, because I keep forgetting that. Alright. Top bottom. Where are we? We have done conditional formatting in Excel, right? Just as we did. So all these are same. Okay, top bottom rules. So these rules highlight the highest or lowest point in a column. You can use them to emphasize top performance, top bottom. So this is still the same thing we have done. Okay, about the top and bottom. Okay, if you want to do top 10, bottom 10. Okay, let me just show you. Let me share my Excel. Okay. This is what they mean by top and bottom rules. Okay, if you want top 10 items to be in red color, you can do that. So if you don't like this red text, you can choose the color you want by going to custom, then you choose the color you want from here. Okay, here we have all the colors. Okay, that is it. That is what they mean by top 10 and bottom rules. Okay. Okay. And now to apply is just the same thing as we did. So I want us to move to something else. It's just the same thing, top 10 items. If you want it in form of percentage, you can do that. It's the same thing. So database. So let's go to database, colors, scales, icon sets. Okay, these formatting tools visualize data trends comparison using dynamic colors, bars, or icons, allowing you to interpret large sets of numbers instantly. So this one is a very important aspect in Excel. How to apply? Just the same thing as conditional formatting. So select the numeric column. Alright, go to home, conditional formatting, choose one of the data bars, horizontal, alright, and color scale, icon sets. Alright, so if you choose data bars, horizontal bar instead set. So color scales gradient from high to low values. Icon sets, icon like arrows, flags, etc. So this one you are not going to use it frequently. Right, this is used rarely because the normal way of doing it is the way I showed you at first. Okay. Let's go back to Excel and show you what this is, right? Here we go. So still in our conditional formatting and icon sets and data bars. These are the things that you want to do. Okay, gradient fill. Okay, the icons if you want to. So this is used for dashboards. Okay, if you have a dashboard, you're going to use these tabs to point maybe the total income, the total salary. Okay, that is you're going to use them in dashboards. All right, let's go back to our notes and see where we can do. Make sure you don't miss tomorrow's lesson. Tomorrow's lesson is very important. Use case and example. Apply database to training hours. Well, this is just the same treat. Wow, now this is a very, very, very good thing. So on this one you have to know. Okay, let me highlight this one. You have to know. If you don't know this, you can't be a data analyst. That's for sure. This one it is a must. Okay, this one is a must. You have to know. Hope I'm sharing my screen. I'll be answering your questions tomorrow, guys. Tomorrow there's a Q&A. We're also going to do a whole project. Data validation. What kind of data can be entered into cells? It helps maintain accuracy, consistency, structure in large data sets, especially when working with shared documents. Okay, in a minute I received a call here. There's a very important call. Okay, I'm back. Let's continue. We are talking about data validation. Data validation is a built-in Excel feature that allows you to control what kind of data can be entered into the cell. Okay. Mm. Okay, let's continue. So this one restricts the data to be manipulated by others, or it can. Now once you submit your data, it can be changed, right? So for you to restrict that, you have to use data validation. It's very important. Data validation that everyone uses consistent standardized entries, so no one can change what is written. So entries fall within valid range. Okay, data entry errors are prevented from the occur. Okay, that's a very good drop down list. Okay, now let's check an example drop down list prediction choices. This is the most common type of data validation. We have drop down list, we have whole number, date, text rules, we have input message error alerts. These are questions asked in an interview. To be honest, I remember very well. There was a question I was asked about data validation. I was told to name all the data validation. So it is a very, very important step. Okay, if you don't know this, hey man, let me just tell you, pull up your socks. This one is a very, very important. So make sure you pay attention. Okay. Okay, in an interview, you'll be told to name these types of data validation. Okay, we're going to cover each of them. So guys, let me know if I'm going too slow, because I want everyone to understand what I'm doing. Okay, the first one is drop down list. So predefined choices. So this is the most common type of data validation that allows you to create drop down menu in a cell with a preset value. How to create a drop down list? Select the range, okay, the column of months, so D2 to D888. So for department, go to data and then data validation, and under allow choose list. Alright, in the source box type you choose separated by column. Alright, click OK. Okay, so let's go and do it by ourselves. So you have to go to the data validation, then under allow choose list, then and the source box, then separated by comma, then click OK. So for departments, and now let's go and do that. This one is a very important, very, very important. Okay, so this is my departments. Okay, under the data I have to go to data validation. Okay, where is my data validation? Give me a minute. So this one is for Power Query. checking. And so we are in the data tab. Okay, so look for data validation. Connections. Okay, let me just check on. Okay. Can you guys see it, or is it me? I know this one is it's a Power Query thing where you extract your data from, but not here. No. I don't want to select that. Nope. You have to look for a small error. I think this one here. Okay. This is what data validation is. Think. Okay. Okay. Fences. Nope. Yep, this one here, guys. It's very tiny. You might not even able to see this. Imagine you're new to Excel and you are told to look for data validation. Okay, it is here. So it depends on the Excel you're using. If you're using 2016 Excel, it is found here. 2013 it is different. So, and most of the time at work I like using 2013 because it's very simple, right? Okay, under allow we are told to use list. Okay, then the source, the blanks. Okay, we're told to use list. Okay, and finance. Okay, I think I messed up a little bit. Finance, wait guys, HR. Okay, then probably can't see it. Right, let's go. Now I can see health. Now we have finance, health and HR, so you don't even have to write to HR. Okay, so I'll show you how this thing is very important. Alright, boom. Now let me show you something. So if I want to insert something else, it will refuse. Okay, let's say I want to insert IT. Right, as you can see there, I cannot manipulate the data anymore. I cannot add extra things or remove something. Okay, that is what data validation does. So it is very tiny, found here. Okay, and under the text to column here. Okay, this is the data validation. This is consolidate. Okay, now go to our notes. I hope I was sharing my screen at that time. Yeah, I was sharing. Okay, go back to our notes. So that was what basically we're talking about. Okay, sorry for that, I didn't know that. Okay, now let's go to examples. Restrict data department entry, allow HR. So we did that. Okay, so for genders you can also do that, male female. So if you put other, then it refuses. Okay, right. So limit type, limit allows full-time, intern, contract, part-time. So if you add other things, maybe remote, so it won't work. Okay, now let's continue to the next. Let's move to the next data validation. Whole number, date, text, length rules. And this restricts to certain numeric or date values and present invalid data types. Okay. Hi there, I can see you, bro. Okay, select your range. Go to data validation, allow choose whole number. Okay, set minimum and maximum to 14. Date restrict to valid hiring dates, text length. So the problem with my Excel right now is that I don't have enough information in my so these things will be doing will be covering most of them through during project. So tomorrow don't miss out that class because it's a very important class. We will be doing Q&A and a full project of Excel. Okay, let me just show you what these whole numbers, date and text length are. Okay, we can do this. I think text length you can do and also whole number. Okay, let me share my Excel. Okay, I hope you can see that. Okay, we say that you can just go to insert. Okay, let's just put whole numbers for the monthly salary. Go to data, then there's a small arrow here. This is the data validation. Just click it. Now move on to the under allow. So you just put a whole number. So once you do that, maybe let's say minimum 2000. Okay, 2000, then maximum and let's say 10,000. Okay, I think let's just not put anything. Okay, whole number. Okay, let's do it. So I put between 2000 and 10,000. So if I put maybe 12,000, it will refuse. Okay, let's do that. 12,000. Okay, this is 12,000, right? Let's try it. It will bring some errors. Yeah, there we go. So you can see there's an error because we put data validation, right? So we restricted into between to allow only between 2000 and 10,000. All right. Now let me just go and check the rest. So we have whole number, we have decimals, so it will allow only decimals. So if you put decimals, so this is very important. Let's check. So a decimal can be 2000. This one can be a decimal. Okay, and points. Maybe I don't know what I'm doing. Okay, wait. 10,500.50. Okay. So when I put a decimal can have a whole number and the decimal itself. So a decimal means any number. So it doesn't specifically mean that if you are inserting a data without a point form, it will refuse. No, it doesn't mean that. Okay, let me just show you that 10,000. Let me just put 15,000 and see if it will work. Okay, it will work as you can see there. So it doesn't mean that I have to specifically put a decimal point for it to accept. No, that is not. That is a different case. Okay. Now we talked about list. Okay. So date. So we don't have date in our data set, but if we are working with another data set tomorrow, I think we'll cover all this. Time, we have time, so which is not used uniquely. Text length. Okay, if you want to limit the number of text, let's try this. So let's say text length maybe 5, maybe minimum 2, then maximum maybe yeah, maybe 5. Okay, let's try this. Now I want to insert a very long name. Jam, Jama, okay, it accepted. Okay, I don't know why. Okay, text length minimum 2. Okay, wait guys, see that I have to select as, let me try to select the whole data set and check if that is the case. Okay, now let's go to data validation. And let's take this text length minimum 2, maximum 5. Okay, to do that, I can Mike, Alice, and Paul, and John. There we go. So it will not accept more than 5 characters. Okay, we put the minimum 2, then maximum we put 10 characters. Okay, now let's check the other one. So this is my advice, guys. You see, these are the questions that you're going to be asked in interview. So there was one interview that I came across. So I was told to name the data validations. So there was 7. Yeah, I was told to name all of them. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. Is any values also a data validation? Okay, I was told to mention all of the 7. Then how I use them in a real world experience. Okay, then so you have to lie even in an interview, guys. Don't even have to be honest. So I just made up my own stories where I used all of them. Then I ended up getting the job. So this is very important. Okay, now let's go back to our notes. Okay, let's go back to our notes. Okay, we talked about yes, data validations. So we'll see them. Maybe tomorrow you might come across these stuff. Okay, and these are questions and examples. So same thing we have just done. Now this is another type of data validation thing. So this feature, this is another thing. So this is not a data validation. Sorry for that. This feature enhances data validation, okay, by providing helpful custom error messages. So how to add that? Go to, after setting up validation, go to input message tab, add title, department entry, message, choose from HR, IT, finance, marketing to add an error alert. Okay, I don't. Since I started this data analysis, I've never used this thing, to be honest. I've never used in any uh, work, any. I've never used these stuffs. I don't know about you guys. Have you ever used this stuff? To be honest, this input message and error alerts, because it is useless, to be honest. So what's the work of that analysis if he keeps getting errors and alerts? Okay, so I think we can skip for this, but if you want me to do, we can do so. Okay, let me just do. Okay, but I've never used this stuff. This is a feature in explanation. Okay, how to add. Okay, receive just a message. Wait a minute. Okay, let's continue. Okay. After setting up validation, go to input message tab, add title, department, e.g. department entry. This is a title. Message choose from HR finance. Is this the same? Not the same thing actually. This is the same thing we've done, to be honest, because we keep adding. We'll be adding a title then. So if we add another stuff that we haven't put in our data validation, it will bring an error alert. So it's just the same thing. Okay, let's continue. Or should we try? Okay, let me just try. Someone said we should try it. Okay, let's try it. We should try it. So boom. Okay, hope you can see my Excel. Okay, what to all right, so this thing was all right, so it was just saying the same thing we did, the error alert. Okay, let's say we set up a data validation, maybe something like that. So we were told to set up input message, title, HR department. What was the title about? Keep forgetting that. Department entry. Alright, department. Done. Okay. Okay, message. Let's put finance. Let's put finance. Health. HR. Okay, now let's put our error alert. And warning. Okay, so let's put it a warning and put our same thing we put there, error message. Okay, we don't even have to put this stuff. All right, so clear. Now you can just now put okay. All right, so this is what it means. This was what basically it was talking about. So these are the informations in our departments. Okay, so it gives us warning that it is only restricted to this department finance. So it means that we should not add another department. So I, I don't know if someone really uses this stuff, to be honest. Why do you keep like putting your stuff there, telling people not to add? Instead you can just use a normal data validation where it restricts someone to stop using it. Okay, this one is useless, to be honest. Okay, control Z. Let's go back to our notes. Okay, this one is really, it's just useless, to be honest. Okay, the questions, we have questions for, so if you guys want these questions, you can just text me on maybe even Telegram, WhatsApp, Instagram, X, anywhere. Okay, summary, let's do a recap of what we have done. Okay, we talked about the drop down list. Okay, the list we talked about, and whole number. Okay, date restriction and import messages, these are for data validation. Okay, features, alerts. Alright, so now let's continue to something else. Find and replace. Wow, this one is a very common thing. So I use these tabs. I think I keep using this most of the time. So in my work I use this. Control F. So this one will help you to replace if you want to replace something. Maybe let's say you want to replace HR department with IT. You can do that. Okay, let's go back and let me just go back and see. Okay. Share my screen. Can you guys see? So all that time you were in right. So this is what I was saying. The control plus F find. Okay, this is when you want to replace something, so you keep using this. So I use this every day in my work, most of the time, not every day actually, but let me show you how it is done. Okay, just press Control and F. Okay, so you want to find something. Okay, maybe HR. Okay, HR, you want to replace it with what? Let's say you want to replace it with IT. Okay, you just click replace all done. Okay, we no longer have HR, we have IT. It's as simple as that. But for data cleaning and visualization is very important. So because you will come across a lot of errors, not even must to replace something. Maybe let's say as you can see, it is written in John. It is not correct. You see, it's written in it starts with a small letter J. So you want to correct that. Okay, let me just show you a small thing. Okay, I'm sorry for that. So I'm back. um, there's my cousin. I think my nephew just ran to my room and don't know what he wants, to be honest. Okay, let's say if you want to replace John small letter. Okay, John, this is no, this one is okay. Let's say okay, what do we want to replace? Okay, let me just tell you something here. Let's say Rufa. I hope I'm audible enough. You guys can hear me, right? Hello, hello. Okay, that's good. Okay, let's continue. um, let's say Jamal. Okay, this is not how a name should be written. Okay, so you want to replace that, you just press Jamal, replace with Jamal. Okay, this is actually how it should be done. Okay, it is replaced. Now it is okay. You see that. I hope you can see that. Okay, and let's go back to our notes. Okay, notes. Control plus H. Okay, we have done control plus F. This one helps you to find and replace, so it's just the same thing. If you know, I suggest you guys to use this. Okay, if you want to us to check, so do you want us to check also control plus H, we can do the same. Okay, let's go and click control plus H, find and replace. Okay, it's just the same thing, to be honest. And if you know how to use control plus F, this is what I use normally and replace with. So you can also use control plus H and get the same thing. Okay, click replace all that. Okay, now using find for formatting. Find for formatting. Excel allows you to search for specific cell formatting like font color, fill color, bold text. How to use them? Press Ctrl plus F, click Options button, Format, and define. Okay. Um, okay. So to search for specific cell formatting like font color, bold text. So click on. Okay, let's just see what this is. Control plus F is just the same thing we did. Control plus F. Okay, let me just show my screen. I'm sorry for that. I was not sharing my screen. Option. Okay, so formatting. So as you can see here, we have different formatting. We have general, currency, accountant, time, percentage, so custom text stuff. So there's another way of doing this. So if you want it to be maybe generic, okay, let me show you something here. Let's say I want us to replace maybe $6,000. Let's try that. $6,000. There's a guy who asks $6,000. Let me check. Okay, so I want it to be number. um, nope, I don't want it to replace with, maybe you want it to replace with 6,000. Okay, replace all. Okay, so formatting, say number. mm, um, just click that one. Okay, okay, let me try now. Actually, this one is more confusing, to be honest. Now, okay, let me just see what they mean by, because if you want to remove this, so there's another way of doing that. Instead of going to that for formatting, you can just click, you can go to home tab, then we have this tab. Okay, the numbers, currency, short date, long time, percentage, functions. So there's no need to go to options from the control F. So that's not how we do it normally, but it is in the notes. So whoever wrote the notes had some problem. Okay, so I'll be creating a YouTube channel, I mean a WhatsApp group. Then I'll just send you the link. Make sure you join through that link. Okay, we, I send you some valuable information there. You can also send what you know. So let's not just spam stuff. Okay, all right. So before we begin, is there anything we can do? Okay, thanks for the donation, Felix. That one goes to educate students. All right, that's good. All right, now let's continue. Mhm. Find all blanks, educational level. Right, this same thing. Okay. Okay, control plus F is just the same thing we did. Okay, we don't even have to go to deeper. Control plus F is way simpler. Just if you want to replace something, find just type the value that you want to replace, then what you want to replace with. Okay. Um, Creating and formatting tables. So I think we have done this. It was this is basically this way. Let me just do it. So first let me show you what I thought I was not sharing. Okay, I'm talking about creating table. Now we are in this creating an Excel table. We have done that. Let me just do it again. Okay, this is how it's done. So you click anywhere in your data set. So just press Ctrl plus A on your keyboard, Ctrl plus A. Then go to Insert, where it is written Table. Just click Table. So make sure your headers is checked. Check my headers. Okay. Okay. Press OK. There we go. right? That is how to create a table. So this one is more aesthetic, and it's very important for you to do so. Okay, let's go back to our notes. Mhm. Okay, why use table? Why do we use this table? Adds automatic filters to headers, automatically expands when you add a new row. Okay, makes formulas easier to read and manage, enables quick totals and charts, supports dynamic dashboards with slicers. Very true. So let me show you this, how this one helps us. Quick totals. All right, this one. So this one I use it most of the time. Let's say I want to calculate the total income of this 6,000 plus 2,000, 3,500 plus 3,000. Okay, all you have to do is go to view, visit view, and that mm, okay, can help me out here. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Okay, let's see how we can add totals. It's usually found in somewhere here. I can't remember exactly where it is, but okay. Okay, give me a minute. I think maybe I can. Let me try to remember where it is. Not here. View heading. It's not here. So there's heading. It should show a total somewhere there. You should check. Okay. Oh, wow, I'm using a different Excel. So you guys can, I think if you click a view, probably you will see that. Let me just do a little bit research here. Maybe I can show you on my side. If you're using Excel 2016, is. But if you're using an Excel for 2013, 2021, you probably can see it from this side view. Okay. Okay, let's me check a minute. I actually can't see. I don't know why. Okay. Control A, maybe. Wow, 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 wow. I don't know what's happening here, to be honest. Oh my days, now we found it, okay? So you have to select your data set, then this total row. Finally, we got it, okay? Damn. Man. Okay, there's a problem here because make sure you leave some space. You see here, there's a problem. Okay, here we have a problem. Control Z. We have a problem. Okay, Control A. We have a problem. We have a problem. we have a problem. Max. Nope, 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 nope. Sum. Should be sum. There's a problem here. Let me just add something 3,100 because our table, um, by the way, you see this dollars, stubs, and we should remove these dollars, okay? So and find, or let's just press Control plus H and 0. Oh, there's a data validation put on. Oh my days, we have done so many things, by the way, because we put on data validations. All right, so now we cannot add because Excel doesn't know this, the dollar sign. Okay, so because of that, we are not able to sum. So that's why it's very important for us to remove this dollar sign and maybe put it somewhere here, monthly salary in dollars. Then you can put just the numbers. Then Excel will automatically add in a table. For example, let's say you want to count. Now this one can count, right? Right, we have 4 of them, 1, 2, 3, 4. But here it cannot add because it doesn't know the dollar sign. You have to remove it. If you guys watch this YouTuber named Alex Analyst, make sure you check him out. That guy is very, very helpful. If you're a data analyst and you're a beginner, make sure you check him out and watch his videos. It's very helpful. So, and that's how we add the total and at the bottom here, the total row. Okay, let's go back to our notes and see what we can do here, right? Now go back to okay, so we are not able to add, all right? As we said that there's a dollar sign there, so the dollar sign has to be removed, but we already inserted data validation, so this will restrict us from changing our data set. Okay, now let me just go back to our notes and see what can be done here. Okay, now so turn employees into, these are question examples. If you want these kind of examples, and I'll be sending them through the WhatsApp group that I'm going to create, so plus these notes and some of the books, so all this for free, guys. Okay, right, so I'll be sending you to all this. Make sure you push yourself and do a lot of research. So where you stuck, you can ask me. I'm gonna help you. Right, so now let's continue to another thing. That was basically what the table is about. If you want to calculate the sum, all those stuffs in a total row, you can do that. Okay. Okay, yesterday we talked about this year today minus. For those who were there yesterday, we did this. Okay, I hope you remember this, the debt functions. So if you want to know and how many years has your employee spent in a company, you can just put this syntax equals to year today minus year hiring date, and then you get the year of experience. Okay. Now let's go to count and max min.
I didn't understand that.
So count, max and min, we also did that yesterday. Okay, so in the total row it also has these sum functions and it also has this average functions, count and mean. Okay, so for the table it has these stuffs. Okay, let me just go show, let me share my screen a little bit. A minute, here we go. In the this here, the drop down we have, if when you click the drop down, we have the sum, mean, max, count, average. So depending on what you want, you can just click. If you want max, it will give you the highest number, that is $6,000. But for now we can't do that since there's a dollar sign and Excel does not recognize a dollar sign. Right, so now we had, what we have to do is remove this dollar sign. And even though, because the problem is we already inserted data validation, so if you insert a data validation you cannot add another thing. Okay, all right, so now I think we have understood what maximum and minimum sum can you can do within in a table. Okay, let me just go back to our notes. We're about to finish our notes. Okay, okay, so we have done talked about sum, average, count, max, mean. Right, so it's just the same thing as we designed. So the table design is where the row is found. Okay, so we just did that. Right, these are the examples, so you don't even have to know this. So okay, how to insert slices. Okay, this is very important when you are creating dashboard. You will see that this tomorrow, and when we are doing a full project, make sure you attend the class at least even 5 minutes before, so that we start very early. I don't want you guys to miss out because that project is very important, to be honest. It will cover all the things we have learned this week. So tomorrow is day 5, I think. Yep, cover everything we have learned, and you will expose yourself to the what is expected from you, and what we do day to day life as data analyst. Okay, right, so click inside your table, go to table design, insert slicer, choose the field. All right, um, all right, let me just go and click that. We do that. So I want to insert slicers. I want to show you what slicers look like. Okay, now let me switch my page into, let me go to Excel a minute. Okay, we want to insert slicers. Go to the insert part. Okay, visit. In the table design we should have insert slicers. Okay, mm, okay. Can you guys see the insert slicer? Conditional formatting. Okay, what I have here is to be honest, what we have here, okay, filtering. Okay, let me just do something here and check if there is. So it's because of our data set here. Our data set is very minimal. Let me just change our data maybe before we do that. um, I think we can't see it because of our data set, so I have to change our data set in a minute so that we check if we can edit stuff. Okay. For example, this one here. Okay, can you guys see this is what is a what slicer is? So can you guys see this? I'm not sure, let me check. mm, okay, let me just show you. So go to um, for got that. Okay, slicers, as you can see there. um, mhm. Okay, you just move to insert where insert is, then go to slicers. Okay, as you can see here. So it didn't have to do with our data set, I think. I probably forgot that. Okay, so this is how you add slicers. Okay, can you guys see what I'm doing? Type yes if you can see, because I'm not sure. You can't see? Alright. Sorry. Okay, can you guys see now? So you go to insert. So after going to insert, there is this slicer. So you click this one, slicer. If you want to categorize your dashboard based on monthly salary, you can just click monthly salary. Okay, then there will be a small box where now you can play with your own, so make your data set more aesthetic, stuff like that. Okay, I hope you can see what I'm doing, because I'm not sure what let me check my screen maybe. Okay, that is I can see. Okay, let me go back to, we're about to finish. Let's finish. Let's finish. Let me go back to the notes. We're about to finish. Right. Now we talked about inserting slices. So we talked about how to insert slices. That's basically just how it's done. You just go to the insert tab, then you choose slicer, the slicer you want. It's a practice exercise, and that is the end of our class today. I hope you guys have enjoyed today's lesson. Make sure you don't miss tomorrow. Tomorrow is very, very important, as we are going to cover um, a lot of information. So tomorrow we are going to do a full project. Make sure you're there. Okay. And also there's that link there for the donation, donating to kids in Africa. Can help them through that link. Okay. Okay, see you. Goodbye. See you tomorrow, 10 a.m. in the morning, East African time zone. So just bye. Thank you so much for attending today's lessons, and I hope to see you tomorrow. Let's be there very early as much as possible. Make sure you have your tools with you, make sure you have your books with you, and your laptop, and we can begin and do our project. So tomorrow we are going to do a full project of Excel, and that will be the end of Excel. And after that, maybe the next day or the same day, we are going to do Q&A. So where we are going to ask questions based on what we have learned. Then I will try to answer as much as